Today we're learning the main riff by Hiatus Kaiyote from the song The Lung, a riff that is made even more beautiful by the contrast of it appearing on an album whose cover is an angry baboon with bluish-green fire bursting from his hands, and the main riff sounds something like this. So basically this is going to be a really great lesson in kind of using major 7 chords in conjunction with each other and kind of keeping the feel of a single riff across different chords. Okay, so this is on an album called Choose Your Weapon, which is absolutely fantastic. I recommend everybody check that out. And we're going to start on the 6th fret of the A string with your middle finger, okay? Now, this is an E flat or a D sharp note, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with just this string, just this note right here, and then go to its major third, the major scale from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna play the 1, the 3, the 6, and the 7. So we're getting these notes from the major scale. 1, 3, 6, 7. Okay, but the way we're going to play it is we're going to hit the 1, the major third, and then hammer from the 6 to the 7, and then hit the 7 again. Okay? So basically what we have going on here is the essence of a major 7 chord. Now, to make a major 7 chord, we need the 1, the 3, the 5, and the 7 to make an E flat major 7 chord. But what we're doing is we're getting a major 7 type thing. We don't have the 5 in there. We're omitting the 5. We're implying the 5 to make an E flat major 7 chord, right? Now we're gonna open up the root note and do the exact same thing. So we're taking the 6th fret, we're turning it from an E flat into an A, and getting the exact same thing. Everything changes. It's kind of like a revolving root note. A lot of songs will do this. So if you ever come up with a cool riff, try keeping that same riff and just changing the root note and kind of seeing what it sounds like, because then it's kind of grounding itself, but still kind of taking it somewhere. And we're going even down further when we move it back 2 frets, a whole step down. So now I'm on a D flat or a C sharp. The exact same thing. The 1, the 3, the major 6, into that hammer-on to imply another major 7 chord. So far we've got an E flat major 7. We open the root note, another major 7 chord, and then we're going to take this exact same thing up a string. The exact same shape comes up a string, right? Or down a string, depending on how you want to look at it. 1 string lower, right? So now I've got this A flat, major 7. The exact same pattern, we're just moving it across different root notes. Open it. 4th fret. Now this time what we're doing is we're adding another note, the 3rd fret on the G string. So again, we're implying the 5th in all these chords, and we can kind of just play them as just kind of pieces like. And that's something that you might want to use in your own kind of compositions, when you play songs. Instead of playing a full voiced major 7 or even major chord, you can kind of just take the 1, 3, and the 7. And it's kind of a tighter voicing. And in fact, it almost looks like I'm taking a lot of pressure off my hand. I'm playing all these different chords, but if you look, I'm not really doing a whole lot, but it sounds pretty cool, right? So again, one more time. We've got the root note to that hammer-on, open it up, back 2 frets, up a string. Now when we get to this one, we're adding that note on top, and then now sometimes in the song it changes, sometimes it'll go, and then it'll kind of hit the G string on the second time around. But essentially, that is the main riff over and over again. So, fantastic song, just a real quick one, and kind of just like a creative way to use major 7 voicings. Now, if we think about the key that this is in, you would automatically assume that since this is a major chord, and this is a major chord, and this is a major chord, this would be the 5, the 4, and the 1, right? Because if we have the 1, 4, and 5 chords being major in any key, and the 2, 3, 6 chords are minor, you'd be like, okay, this has to be major, 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 which is true, but usually in a key, the 5 chord wouldn't have a major 7 interval. It would have a flat 7. So that's kind of how it should be, but it's just kind of one way that you can go outside the diatonic scale, as it were, just to make things more prettier. You know, the more major 7 chords, the better in my books. This is like a really great example of kind of adding that major 7 on the 5 chord to make something that sounds like really beautiful. So definitely check out this song and check out the rest of Hiatus Kaiyote because they're a great band. And Napalm, I don't know, is the lead guitar player, singer, and absolute beast, awesome player. So check them out. If you have any questions or comments, hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, the website, or the comment section, and I'll get back to you all as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.